fight that's potentially happening. We don't know what exactly is going to happen, but it looks like Zhang Weili is going to fight Carla Esparza eventually sometime in the horizon. What is your breakdown of that matchup? Do you see a similar fight like Rose and Carla, the last one, or do you see something better?
Yeah, no, I think that Rose and Carla fight was like a total fluke. I don't think we'll ever see something like that again. That was super weird. I think that because it was a rematch, they both felt some type of pressure to like, oh, I need to win and I don't want to take any risks to do that. So that was a super weird fight. Hopefully, we never see a fight like that again. But I just feel like that was like more of a mental like Rose really wanted to get that win back, and Carla really wanted to defend that win. Um, I don't think that would be the case with Zhang. She's so good. Like I can't see her in a boring fight. So I think Carla will stick to her best stuff, wrestling. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Take her down and hold her? Like you, Zhang is dangerous everywhere. So, but Carla really impressed me with her fight against Yan.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting her to have a lot more difficulty standing, and she really took her down very quickly. So I would expect Carla to try to do that and not mess around and strike with Weili. Um, but I would say Weili for sure. I do think Weili will get that fight.
You make an interesting point about the Yan fight. She did go in there and just like didn't play around and like I thought we were seeing a different level of Carla in that fight. You know.
Yes, that I mean, I think that was her best wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she'll wrestle and not set up the shots very well, but she did really good in that fight. I think she knew like, hey, I don't want to get hit, because if you see some of Carla's fights, she'll take a lot of damage. And I was expecting that with Rose. I was expecting Rose to kind of follow in those footsteps with some of Carla's previous fights, like where she'll get damaged, but then she'll take you down and she'll damage you on the ground. So I was expecting that type of fight. But you know, a wrestling style is so hard because if you get taken down, if you can't get back up, I mean, it's just exhausting. Like it's exhausting. I fought several wrestlers, and it's a difficult camp and it's a difficult fight. You just really, you're like, I don't want to get taken down. It's too much risk because if you can't get up or you get up, you give up, bad positioning, take your back. And if you stay on the ground, you're stuck on the ground. You're losing the fight. Like no judge gives you, no matter what, if you're landing or if you're putting submission attempts, they're not giving it to you if you're on your back. So that's a hard fight. But I do think Weili is not going to do that same thing. I think she's just going to go right in like she always does.